day 5. It's the second day, or the last day of the first weekend of Vlogmas. And I had a lie-in again this morning. Later this evening, James and I are going to be going to see The Last Leg, which is a comedy TV programme in the UK. It's the Christmas special. Don't know when it's going to be broadcast, but I don't think it's going to be broadcast live. Normally they record on a Friday night, broadcast live. I don't think that's the case today. But because it's the Christmas special, they've asked everybody to get dressed up. Christmas jumpers, you know, looking festive, etc. It's also a masked event. We've been asked to wear masks. Now, James and I have different styles of mask. Because I was an idiot, I forgot to wash the masks that I have. So I don't have any. I borrowed one of James's masks yesterday. I am recording, my lovely. Oh, sorry, James has just come in. I wore one of James's masks yesterday. I found it very uncomfortable. So I am trying to make myself a mask in the space of, what, an hour? Not even that. And it's a style of mask that I've never made before. And it's one which has got wire across the bridge of the nose. So that's not going to go wrong at all. As you can see, I failed on the mask. First bit I did wrong was sew the inside to itself, rather than you're supposed to do along one seam and then that's it. I sewed all of the seams and I did the same on the inside, so that had to be unpicked. And then I managed to sew wrong side to wrong side, so that when I turned it inside out, other way, I can't remember. But basically, when I turned it inside out, there were raw edges down the seam in the middle, but neat edges on the outside, when it should have been neat edges all round. And at that point, I had 15 minutes before we needed to leave the flat, and it was either unpick all of this and start again, or get in the shower and get ready to go. And I chose the latter. So slightly disappointed, slightly windy, but there you go. You win some, you lose some. This is as close as we got. I didn't read the email properly. You have to have a negative lateral flow test, which, although both James and I did yesterday, we didn't register, so therefore can't get in. I assumed it was the same as before, where you had to show proof of vaccination, but because of the new variant, they've changed the rules. So we're not going in, and I'm really pissed off and hacked off with myself and really upset, and I want to cry. But I can't do anything about it. Like I say, you win some, you lose some. So as an alternative to going and watching a TV programme being recorded, we have come to Grosvenor Square for a light exhibition called the Ever After Garden, or Happy Ever After. I'll put it on the subtitle. Oh yeah, I'll label it down there. Basically, it's an exhibition, a light installation. Right, it's called the Ever After Garden. Thank you. James has just told me it's the Ever After Garden. All of these white lights here are roses, and there is the opportunity to buy and dedicate your own rose, with all money going towards the Royal Marsden Cancer Charity. James saw this on the local news in the last week or so, And I was like, well, since we're in the right part of London, why don't we go and stop off on the way back to try and salvage something from our trip into central London.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
And a Happy New Year. All this because we didn't do a PCR test. It's going to have to be a quick roundup because, again, early hours of the morning, tired. Yeah, went into London, didn't get in because I hadn't read the email. The people on the door were absolutely lovely. They've put a priority note on my account so that next time I apply for tickets, I can, well, get a priority. They've said that they're recording the New Year's Eve special next Sunday, but James and I have tickets for something else already. And they're recording regular episodes the next 2 Fridays, but James works late, so he can't do that. So yes, a little bit disappointing, but such is. We came back, had a look at the light exhibition, and then walking back towards Oaxaca for dinner, we found a very odd art installation thing in a park in London. London has all sorts of parks, all sorts of random stuff. So we had some fun and played around with that as well. This is what happened with the mask. Nice, smooth seams, raw seams. Smooth seams, raw seams, which means that when I turn it out, it'll be the opposite way round. So that's going to have to be unpicked. And what's really annoying, when I sewed this, I used the back stitch function for this bit to try and make it quicker. Normally I don't. Normally I finish off the ends by hand. But yes, I was like, no, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get it done quickly, do the back stitch, which meant it was just too much to unpick in the amount of time I had. But hopefully I can get this finished by Wednesday when I next go back into London to meet friends, and all will be good. And that's that, and tomorrow is Monday and the beginning of a new week.